Guys, what's up? It's Munchie here, and I'm feeling a lot better since last episode when I got tested. But today's video is going to be part 3 of this series, Guide to Terraria. And I know I'm not releasing daily videos. Lots of you probably aren't consistent watchers. But I'm gonna try to work on daily videos from now on. And so, yeah, we're just gonna be doing like part 3 of this Terraria. This is going to be the final one of pre-hard mode, the final episode, excuse me. And yeah, so let's get my character, and congratulations to me. I've beat Moonlord. I've done most post-Moonlord things like Zenith. I have the drill containment unit almost, and I just need the achievements. And yes, I still need the rarest one. Super fish minion thing, I don't know. From the angler, complete 200 quests. But anyway, we're gonna go into our world. Here we go. So, last time we were here, all we did was we got a Hell Forge. And we beat the Eater of Worlds, and we got a Nightmare Pickaxe. If you're in Crimson, things might be different. Like, you need Tissue Sample instead of Shadow Scale. You need Crimtane instead of Demonite. It's a Deathbringer Pickaxe, not Nightmare Pickaxe. But anyway, as you can see, I do have Meteor stuff here that I can craft. In the 1.4 update, they changed it so that the World Evil boss needs to be defeated before a meteor can land, instead of just breaking one orb. And so currently I'm waiting for it to be nighttime, but I might as well talk to you about the armor, because this episode we're getting prepared to fight Wall of Flesh, and we are going to. And so I'm going to give you the correct armor set for the class that you want to play. In early game, with like all the proper ores that are in real life, they don't have a specific class, but all the ones starting from like Demonite or Jungle do. So, first off, my favorite one, Melee. At this stage, your best option is Molten Armor, which is the best in the game. In pre-hard mode at this point. You need to go down to Hell. You need to get some Hellstone. For every 3 Hellstone, you need 1 Obsidian. And then at the Hellforge, you can craft Hellstone bars. And then if you get enough of those, you can craft Hellstone stuff. So that's Melee. Oh yeah, and you can have Demonite, which is like a downgrade. Or Crimson Armor. They're both the same, except Demonite focuses more on like melee speed and damage, but Crimson Armor is more like regeneration, stuff like that, like max health defense. I don't know. So that's Melee out of the way. Summoner. Now I know this is pretty difficult for Summoner. Like, it's probably the most difficult class, I would have to say. I've tried it. But endgame, Summoner Terra Prisma is OP. But at this stage, your best bet, excuse me, is the bee armor. You craft bee armor from beewax. Beewax drops from Queen Bee, from jungle hives, or underground jungle hives, which have the larvae, or however you say it. So you can farm multiple of those, and then you can like have more summons and everything, and it does more damage. And so then Ranger is where the Meteor comes in. Ranger class is Meteor. So I'm gonna go in depth for this a bit. Meteor armor is your only armor for Ranger at this point. So definitely if you're Ranger, get Meteor stuff. But you can either get Space Gun, which will 0 mana if you have the full Meteor set. Or you could have the Mini Shark or the Star Cannon. All 3 are the same, except the Space Gun gets a special buff. And so that's ranged. Throwing and ranged got merged into one in the 1.4 update, so that's pretty sad. Bye bye thrower class. I'm gonna kind of miss it. Sorry, that was just someone else in my house. And so then the last class, I believe, is Mage/Magic. At this point, I know the armor, but I don't know the weapon you should use, which I should. But the armor you should get is also associated with the underground jungle. You have to get some vines from like the book that allows collection of vines. You need jungle spores and some stingers. And if you get lots of jungle spores and stingers and like 2 vine, then I suppose you can make the full jungle armor set. And so then that's I don't know what weapon like you can use for mage, like magic, but once you have all that, great, you just gotta wait till nighttime for Skeletron. That's gonna be our next boss battle. You might be thinking, but Skeletron isn't necessary. Some of the veterans out there watching this probably would know, but it actually is necessary. Right before the Moon Lord is the celestial creatures are invading, so it's like the 4 pillars, forget the name. And before that is the lunatic cultist, that's what triggers it. So you summon that by killing the cultists at the dungeon. But those cultists can't spawn unless you kill Skeletron. But you can kill Skeletron in hard mode, it would just be easier in hard mode. So I will just wait until it's nighttime and then I'll head over to the dungeon. Oh, but first, fun fact, whichever way the ice biome is, that's where everything else is. Like, that's where the dungeon is, that's where your world evil is most likely. And on the opposite side of the ice is the jungle. Always. So, apart from the corruption crimson bit, I'm not sure. If you're confused about Crimson, but you have the corruption armor and everything straight, then you might want to go to a corruption world and get the stuff. That's fine by me. Like, I don't care, but I'll just wait till it's nighttime and then I'll get back to you. Oh yeah, and also I forgot to mention, while you're waiting for it to be nighttime, you can also start gathering the materials for the Knight's Edge. And I believe in pre-hard mode, the Knight's Edge is the best melee weapon available. To craft this, I believe, you need the Fiery Greatsword, which you can make from Hellstone bars, melee with Molten Armor, this is for you. And then you need the Blade of Grass, which is for mage. You need like some jungle spores and some stingers. You need the Muramasa, which you can find in the dungeon after Skeletron in golden chests. And I forgot the last one. Maybe I can see it in the Zenith. Oh yeah, that's right. Depending on your world evil, Crimson or Corruption, you can change worlds. I don't really mind. But actually, let's start heading to the dungeon. You can either get the Light's Bane or the Blood Butcherer. The Blood Butcherer is for Crimson, Light's Bane is Corruption, hence purple and crimson. But Light's Bane is focused on fast, but not much damage. Blood Butcherer is slow, but lots of damage. And so yeah, once you have 3 of those materials, you just need the Muramasa. That's great. And so, while I was trying to record this video before this attempt, hopefully successful, I accidentally went into the dungeon and my kid skeleton the but there will always be an old man NPC sort of here, and you can talk to him. But at night, it will have an option to say curse, and if you press curse, then skeleton will like it's saying chat skeleton has awakened. So yeah, once you've killed Skeletron, I know it might be pretty difficult, but with your stuff preparing for Wall of Flesh, I think that would be adequate for a Skeletron. And you guys may be wondering, how did I get all this? 99 lizard altar, 99 golden key, 999 bulletin table. Just don't ask. I'll tell you one thing, I have HAX hacks. That's all I'm telling you. Alright? So once you get into the dungeon, oh look, I found it straight away. Hurtful Mirror Master. What can I trade it out for? I won't be needing this anymore. Actually, yes I will. So you want to grab the Mirror Master, and so once you have all 4 ingredients for it, you need to go to a demon/crimson altar and craft it. And if you've done that, then you're doing really well. So once you're done with the dungeon and Skeletron and bones and everything, well, you will need it later on in the game, but once you're done with that, it's time for Wall of Flesh battle. So go to your world evil, or it doesn't matter what class you are, it's just a bonus if you're melee. You want to craft the Knight's Edge so you can get the true Knight's Edge to make the Terror Blade. And so look here. You will see the Knight's Edge there if you have all 4 materials. But if you don't, then it won't show up, obviously, like mine. And so then, next step, in episode 2, last one, I think we built a elevator. Next step is to get your hammer, not my phone, my hammer, and chop down lots of trees. Just chop timber. Like, I would say you need like at least 2 stacks of it. So, I already have like 1 stack because of axe. Epic Games, please don't ban me. No, we're not playing Fortnite. But yeah, once you have like 2 stacks of wood, you can make that into like 4 stacks of wood platforms if you want. If you're in a small world like I am, well, I'm gonna kill it instantly. But if you're in a small world, you may struggle a bit. But if you're in medium or large, you'll probably be right. But you may need, like, even in a small world, you might need platforms to cover the entire underworld. And so actually, no, don't go to the underworld once you have that. When you have the materials, make more houses so the demolitionist can move in. I'll show you. So, once you build enough houses, this NPC, the demolitionist, will eventually move in. This is going to be quite useful. I don't know why I was saying this in the first place. Okay, forget that ever happened. No, don't forget that ever happened, because once the demolitionist moves in, you can buy bombs, grenades, or what's it called? Not explosives, dynamite. You want to buy lots and lots of dynamite. I'm talking like 100 dynamite at least. This is going to be to fight the Wall of Flesh. It's going to help you. Like, you can switch between your like main weapon of your class and like the dynamite. Dynamite does the same damage despite what class you are. Oh, this is my normal world. And so once you have all this stuff done, I wasn't bothered to show you the I wasn't bothered to get the demolitionist to move into our world. I'm too lazy. I know it's really bad. But once you have that, I think we're ready to prepare for the Wall of Flesh battle. So go down to hell, like I am now. I'll get back to you guys when I am down. Okay, so here I am. This is exactly where I landed, right here. And so, like, there's lava everywhere. Oh yeah, this is hellstone right here, where the cursor is, that there. So that's like the hellstone for like the melee class, if you want better armor. But I have terrace basket, so I can go in lava, but you can't unless you have an obsidian potion. And hellstone does release lava when mined, so just be careful of that. But yeah, it may take a while and it may be annoying because of all the mobs, but you want to build an arena across the underworld. I'm not going to be bothered because I'm going to kill the wall of flesh in 2 seconds. But I thought that was a voodoo demon for a second. Oh, okay. And also for you summoner people, with the bee armor, excuse me, you're also very lucky because the beekeeper is 1 item after Zenith, and the beekeeper has a chance to drop from Queen Bee, obviously. And so yeah, throughout this journey you may have found floating islands in the sky, things like that, but you can check them out if you want. But one useful thing is you can find a star here in floating islands. That's another thing used for crafting Zenith. Zenith is a fun weapon, by the way. Don't look forward to getting it anytime soon if you haven't heard of it. But once you have built your arena in the underworld, I was about to say in the underground, you want to look for a voodoo demon, which looks like this. Hang on. Go to hell-related things, rather. Oh, come on. That should be enough. Oh. This is really weird. I'll get back to you guys when I can actually find it. Okay, I realized why I couldn't find it. It's because I haven't found one in this world yet. Your bestiary resets every time you enter a world, or like a new world. So that's why I couldn't find it. But basically, it's like this demon, except apparently it's higher ranked in the underworld, and it has like this sting attached to the bottom of it. And so that release a guide voodoo doll. Yes, I know. And marked as favorite, you are a terrible person. Equipable. Basically, if you equip it, you can kill the guide. But why would you want to do that in a monster if you do that? But when you're ready and everything, get one and throw it into the lava. See, look, there's the wall of flesh coming here. There's the hungries. A wall of flesh, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you. Let's make it in 2 seconds. Oh, we don't have to make it. There we go. And then, because I have a really cheap, crappy phone, it's going to take ages to set hard mode in. See, look, I'm only 9% so far. I'll get back to you guys when it's set in, and I'll collect the loot. These items are going to be spawning so slow. Fun fact, and this applies to all, it's all of light. This applies to all platforms except for 3DS. Depending on if you have a Crimson or Corruption world, the box that generates around the loot that the Wall of Flesh gets will be Demonite or Crimson. If it's Crimson world, then of course you're gonna have Crimson. Demonite if it's Corrupt world. first. Wow, 2 souls of light so far. I already have, what, 999 of them up here. Yeah. The ancient spirits of light and dark have been released into your world. Okay. So you may notice a few differences already in hell, but the real difference is when you get to your world evil. So basically what the wall of flesh has dropped is 100%, I don't want to say it because it might sound wrong, a PWN hammer, 100% drop chance, and then there's some other things. I know the only thing that's 100% drop chance that's not the PWN hammer, that's what I'm going to call it from now, is the Badger's hat. It's like a rainbow hat. If you put it on the same day as I have Cthulhu. But that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode is going to be starting hard mode, the guide. And yeah, so thanks for watching this. If you watched all the way through, I'm proud of you if you did, because most of the people click off to another video in the first 2 minutes. But if you watched to the end of the video, honestly, thank you. Even though it doesn't do anything on my channel, just thank you. Please like and subscribe if you can. That would be really nice. And I'll see you guys later. Stay weird.